Did you know that a single plastic bottle can take up to 450 years to decompose? Just imagine, if plastic had existed in Shakespeare's time, a Coke bottle thrown away back then would still be here today. That's how long plastic sticks around. Now here's something even more surprising. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner, a marvel of modern aviation, is made of over 50% plastic composites. These lightweight materials make it faster, more fuel efficient, and save millions of dollars in fuel costs each year. In 2016, scientists made an incredible discovery at a Japanese recycling center. They found a bacteria named Ideonella sakaiensis that can actually eat plastic. This tiny organism digests PET plastic, the kind used in bottles, and turns it into harmless byproducts. Nature might just be helping us fight the plastic crisis. But despite such discoveries, plastic continues to choke our planet. Do you know what is the most common plastic item found in the ocean? It's cigarette filters. They're made from a plastic called cellulose acetate and can linger for more than 10 years. And here's a disturbing fact: you might be eating plastic without even knowing it. Studies show that microplastics are in our salt, bottled water, seafood, and even in the air we breathe. On average, a person could be consuming about 5 grams of plastic each week. That's roughly the weight of a credit card. Now, take a look at your smartphone. It contains over 40 different types of plastics. From the case to the buttons, to the insulation around the internal chips, all of it is made possible by advanced plastic polymers. Ironically, the plastic bag, now one of the biggest pollutants, was originally invented to save the environment. In 1959, Sten Gustav Thulin designed it to replace paper bags and reduce deforestation. But instead of being reused, plastic bags became disposable and ended up polluting the planet. In fact, we now produce more plastic each year than the weight of all humans combined. In 2023 alone, about 460 million metric tons of plastic were produced, while the estimated global human weight is around 400 million metric tons. Let's rewind a bit to 1907, when the world's first fully synthetic plastic, Bakelite, was invented. This revolutionary material made radios, telephones, and electrical insulation possible. It was so versatile it was once called the material of 1,000 uses. Fast forward to today, and plastic is essential in ways we often overlook. Modern medicine, for example, is nearly impossible without it. IV bags, surgical gloves, prosthetics, artificial joints, and syringes, they all rely on plastic to function safely and efficiently. But plastic's impact isn't limited to hospitals and airplanes. Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean floats a chilling reminder of our waste, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This massive floating island of plastic spans an estimated 1.6 million square kilometers. That's 3 times the size of France. And plastic isn't just floating on the ocean surface. Microplastics have now been discovered in Antarctic snow and Arctic ice. They've made their way to the most remote parts of Earth and are even falling from the sky in rain. The word plastic is everywhere, in packaging, products, and even surgeries. But here's something you might not know. Plastic surgery isn't named after the material plastic. The term actually comes from the Greek word plastikos, which means to mold or shape. It's been around since long before synthetic plastics were even invented. But what synthetic plastics have brought to medicine is extraordinary. Today, surgeons use plastic polymers to restore lost body parts. From 3D printed skull fragments to facial reconstructions and spinal implants, plastic is literally helping rebuild the human body. However, while plastic is saving lives, it's also quietly entering our bodies. In 2022, scientists confirmed the presence of micro and nanoplastics in human blood and lungs. We don't yet fully understand the long-term effects, but the fact that plastic is inside us is deeply concerning. plastic also plays a crucial and complicated role in our food systems. Without plastic packaging, most food would spoil within hours or lose its taste. It helps preserve freshness, extend shelf life, and prevent contamination. But here's the issue. Over 40% of all plastic produced globally is used just once and then thrown away. That's billions of items used for mere minutes, polluting the earth for centuries. And it gets worse. In the ocean's deepest trench, the Mariana Trench, nearly 11 kilometers underwater, scientists found pieces of plastic waste. That means plastic has reached the deepest known place on the planet. If current trends continue, experts warn that by the year 2050, there could be more plastic in the ocean than fish, by weight. This shocking prediction comes from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation and paints a grim future if we don't change course. Back on land and in the air, plastic is just as persistent. Microplastics are now so widespread they're being carried by the wind and falling with the rain. From Arctic snow to mountain air, no corner of the planet is untouched. It's everywhere, from the deepest oceans to our dining tables. So, what do we do about it? Plastic isn't inherently evil. It has transformed healthcare, transportation, communication, and food safety. But it's our single-use culture, our throwaway mentality, that's creating the problem. Innovation is helping. Scientists are working on biodegradable plastics, plastic-eating bacteria, and better recycling systems. But real change begins with awareness, and with us. Next time you see a plastic bottle, a shopping bag, or even your phone, remember, every piece of plastic has a story, and it's up to us to decide how that story ends, whether it pollutes our planet for centuries or becomes part of a smarter, cleaner future.